Okay, joined by Dónal Burke, the Fianna captain here at Parnell Park, ahead of this weekend's go-ahead Dublin Senior 1 hurling final. It's Fianna versus Kilmacud Crokes, Sunday 2:30 here at Parnell Park. Dónal, thanks a million for joining us. First of all, a couple of weeks ago we were here for the semi-final, Fianna versus Coola. There was a goal John O'Tracy scored into the goal right behind you here. Well, he says he scored it. I was talking to him afterwards, he claimed full responsibility. I was speaking to you afterwards, you claimed full responsibility for the goal as well. So put this to rest, whose goal was it?
As long as the ball went in, that's the main thing, but I'm very sure I got a touch it.
So you're claiming it, are you?
I'm going to claim it, yeah, but
We're going to need to give John the right to reply to that after the final maybe. In terms of that performance, first of all, the Coola game, maybe this year in terms you've been kind of maybe struggling for form for a lot of this campaign due to injuries and whatnot. You've been able to get through the group stages, through the quarter-final into semi-final here, and had a really strong performance against Coola in the semi-final. Must give you plenty of confidence heading into the final.
Yeah, absolutely. We've kind of been taking it game by game, to be honest. So we kind of struggled in the league to gain a bit of momentum. So since then we've kind of been playing must-win matches. So I think that's kind of coming to fruition now a bit. We've had tough matches for the last maybe 2 months or so. So we're just delighted to be back in this position. Yeah,
and I guess that's what it is in terms of, I won't say you're peaking at the right time, but you're certainly getting better as the season has gone on in terms of getting through the group stages. I think the most important thing was getting out of the group, which you managed to do, and you keep improving game on game, as you say.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just taking it game by game. We definitely went out to win those games in the group, and I think I felt we had a strong enough teams to win that games. Both Coola and Bowden were well deserving of those victories. So it was all about just getting out of the group. We had a tough game against Plunketts, got over the line, and then we had a tough game against Vincent's, got over the line. So they're just great games to have and come out on the other side of.
Yeah. From your point of view, from the Fianna point of view, you're a pretty young team, and over the last 3 years you reached the semi-final in 2020, the final last year, the final this year. You're probably the formed team over the past 3 seasons, deservedly into another county final as well. So you're going pretty well over the past 3 years, and I guess it bodes well for the future of Fianna hurling.
Yeah, absolutely. He was still calling us young, so I'll take that compliment. We're kind of coming on, but yeah, we're just. I suppose we had a good few years underage, and that's kind of come to fruition now, and we had a good spell, and we're just hoping to keep it going. I suppose we don't really. I'd say a couple of years ago we would have been struggling against the older teams, and I wouldn't say the older teams, but like the stalwarts of the Bowdens, Coolas, and we're just delighted to be competing. That's what we try to do every year. So yeah, we're still here and we're happy.
What do you make of Kilmacud Crokes, and what sort of challenge can you expect from this weekend?
Yeah, it's going to be a big test, definitely. Sure, they're the champions, like so, and they're definitely, I would say, they're the informed team at the moment. They had an impressive win in the semi-final against Bowden, and look, it's a big test for us, but we're looking forward to it.
And finally, we're here in a very quiet Parnell Park this afternoon. We're hoping it'll be a little bit busier on Sunday afternoon. How important will it be to get a big Fianna support here on Sunday to help, hopefully from your point of view, drive you over the line?
Yeah, it'd be massive, and no, I've no doubt that the supporters will come out, and the bunting has been up around all week, so I've no doubt they'll be out in force, and we're looking forward to hopefully be a nice, good atmosphere.